All right, popping garden back again. Getting ready to plant my strawberries. I'm just gonna lay these here in this pot like that. Get them positioned good. Need to hurry up before they start wilting, right? There's a tie vine mixed into all that. Some people call them morning glories. I call them tie vines. I'm just gonna get my hand, dig a hole back like this. Set them down in there like that. Stir it up to them. Like that. Got another one. Just dig dirt back. Down that hole. Put the dirt around. It ain't a whole lot hard. It ain't hard to set stuff out. Being moved. They might wilt down just a little bit, but they'll come back. And I won't have all this grass to contend with. Oh Lord, I hate grass. See, there's a pigweed growing in here. You just put it back there like that. Dig you a hole, set them down in there. I guarantee you, I water them, they'll come right back to life. Water always brings everything back to life, don't it? Oh Lord. Pretty good sized clumps in this. A lot of little ones too. It's so hot and dry, even the grass is wilting. I got grass in my front yard dying. It's so hot and dry. Old weatherman keeps saying it's gonna rain. We know it ain't gonna happen till the good Lord gets ready. And I got compost and cow manure. Two of my most favorite things to plant stuff in. I think that's gonna be about it. And see, I got a bed full. I'm gonna have to thin them out after a while. They are. You dig a hole. They are really, you can't, this crown right here, you have to watch. And don't cover that crown up. You leave that sticking out of the dirt. You cover that crown up, that strawberry will die. It's just like suffocating. It's like putting our head below water, you know what I mean? Or anything else, we can't get no air. They breathe through the top. I love doing this kind of stuff. My daddy was a farmer. His daddy was a farmer. And it's just in our blood. And I've made some bumper crops out there in that garden, but like I say, I am tired of fighting that grass over and over and over. So I am going to plant these strawberries in some good fertile soil. And I ain't got to contend with all that grass and all that stuff. And the dirt's a little expensive. But once you get some accumulated, get your pots full, you don't have to add, you have to add a little bit about every year or two, but adding dirt's a whole lot easier than pulling that grass. Like I said, I hate to pull that grass. See, them strawberries, they just run out like I say, once they take a host again, see that's connected to that plant. And once they start running out like that, we can take the little tubers off like that and replant them. Before you know it, we'll have a strawberry bed out here. In other words, I probably have to get strawberries away, it'd be so many. And I don't know, ain't no use going to the store buying stuff when you can raise it right here in your own front yard. I mean, this is right here in the front yard. And you know, that old strawberry, you can lay it on top of the ground. Because them big old roots like that, you just lay it on top of the ground. Which I'm not, I'm going to go ahead and plant it. But you just lay it on top of the ground, water it. And them roots will take a hold if you keep it watered good. See, there's a little, some more grass. Lord, I hate grass. I'm glad the wife come up with this idea for us to grow. And they get the water hose and I'll water them down. Alright, I'm back. Get ready to water them in good. See, they're not even hardly wilted. Like I say, them ones sticking up on top of that ground, they'll take a hold, even if I miss one or two. I believe by in the morning they'll be right back the way they were. And you know they happy to be out of that old grass out there. Smothering them every morning, every evening. They come over here and miss. But you know, it don't take an expert. It don't take people with great knowledge. If that was the case, I couldn't do it. But you don't have to have a college degree to do stuff like this. I mean, just plant it. Now, the best experience is doing it and doing it again and doing it again, doing it over and over and over. Finally, you'll be able to get a knack at it. See, there's all kinds of little tubers in there. They'll come back. Well, I got them watered in good. We almost got a bed full now. But I guarantee you, them things will come on. I believe they'll make before frost. They were just smothered out there with all that grass. And one thing about it, we don't have grass in these. Not with this cotton soil and stuff like that. We might have a grass seed every once in a while, but that comes with the territory. The wife says she's going to put some premium greens in some of them, because I'm going to use a little garden dirt out of my garden and put in the bottom of it, then I'm going to fill it up with compost the rest of it. But see how they coming back to life? They just coming right on back to life. And if y'all don't know it, I'm a preacher. And I know throughout my videos I'm going to be talking about God a good bit, and I still hate it. That's just the way. Well, I don't hate it, but I hate it for you if you don't appreciate me talking about it. But you know, I believe there ain't nothing better to talk about. I'm getting ready to sow some more. Get ready to plant some mustard greens now that I accumulated. Bought it at the store a while ago. Let's see if I can get this camera fixed up here. And I'm just gonna, it don't take a a lot of knowledge, like I said, to plant stuff and raise stuff. It just takes a little back, a little physical, mentally, and spiritually to raise a garden or seeds or something like that. Anyhow, I don't measure my seeds when I put them out there. I mean, ain't no big deal. Ain't no use in getting overcomplicated. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna scatter these dudes out like this. If some don't come up, I'll plant something else in the place of them. But this is Florida broadleaf mustard. And you know, a little bit of seeds go a long way. These may be a little thick, but I believe the wife and I can eat them up as fast as they make. I love mustard green. I don't know about you. I do. I really love mustard green. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to cut. They put a few more right in there. Just eyeball it. Plant them in there like that. I guarantee you they'll fill that pot up. It's a big, it's more. Broadleaf, they make a head. Well, not a head, but the leaves are about that wide. So it's going to fill that pot up. And as you can see, they'll come right on back to life. And it's hot out here today. And that's my mustard green. I'm going to water them in. Just put a, see? And when you water them in like that, that water kind of pushes them down. You know, spinach and everything else. Well, not everything, but spinach, you had to plant deep. But mustard greens and turnip bottoms and stuff like that, you just lay it on top of the ground. One year, well, about 2 or 3 years ago, I was going to plant a cover crop of greens in my garden. And I went out there and I sowed the seed. And then I come back and got my rake and I started raking it in and all that. And it was so dusty, I mean, it was terrible. And I come in the house and wife said, why don't you just leave it laying out? Leave them laying out there. They'll come up. I said, you know, I ain't thought about this. So all we got to do is just lay them out there and keep them watered good. And before you know it, they'll sprout. Before you know it, you'll have mustard green. Good. But I'm going to have to water these strawberries good every day for a day or two until they start taking a hold. That's a bad thing about these that old compost. It dries out so blooming fast. See this right here? That's my mix. I call it my salad mix. Oh, we love salad, you know. And I have to water that pretty regular. Well, it's fat, so because greens and stuff loves water. And I had to. There it is. I had a little. See that tomato coming up? That's a celebrity. I got some more planted in there. Maybe they'll come on. I got one over here in this pot. Right there. Now I'm getting ready to, I'm going to let there's another. Let them grow on up. Get some size on them and everything. And this fall I'm going to put them over there, as you can see, over in my greenhouse. But I got all my pots fixed up, loaded up. I'm really not too happy with that garden soil, but they call it garden soil, but it's It looks good until you put water on it. And then it's nothing but, see them little, I don't like them little pieces of wood in there. But anyhow, the plants seem to love it, so who knows. But you can rake it back like that, and it's fertile soil under there. And them greens there loving it, so be it. All right, I'm going to see y'all later, and I'm going to talk to you on the flip side. And y'all have a blessed day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate it if you would. It's Pop in the Garden. And we're going to tackle some new adventures each and every so often when I have time, which that's about all I got now since I'm retired. But anyway, there's lettuce. I got some lettuce, Grand Rapids lettuce, planted in this pot. This pot here, got some spinach. Got some of the heirloom Bloomingdale long standing. So maybe we'll be eating salads for long. All right, we'll see y'all later. Have a blessed day.